Program for a breaking news alert from 7 News Detroit.
Right now, investigations are underway in at least 2 Metro Detroit cities after the head of the FBI announced that the agency thwarted a terror attack this morning in Michigan. FBI Director Kash Patel posting on social media earlier today saying multiple people were arrested this morning and claims they were plotting an attack over holiday weekend. Now, he did not say exactly where or when this attack would have taken place, but the Michigan FBI field office confirms with 7 News Detroit that the agents were in Dearborn and Inkster this morning, conducting what they're calling, quote, law enforcement activities. Now, they did not say what they were doing in those cities or give any details on any arrests. But we do have 7 News Detroit's Ryan Marshall, who is on Hogger Street, not far from Fordson High School in Dearborn. That's where the FBI tells us one of the raids happened this morning. Ryan, we know you've been on the scene for hours now. What can you tell us?
Well, good morning, Kiara. Yeah, we're here on the scene right now of where the FBI has raided this home near Fordson High School in Dearborn. Just moments ago, they took out what looked like, I don't know what it was, but it certainly looked to be some sort of computer component. They placed it in a car. There's the FBI evidence response team that came in and took something out of the house. Right now, they are currently in that home. It's unclear what in fact they are actually doing. I'm going to step out of the scene here for just a second here. FBI Director Kash Patel posted on social media earlier this morning that the agency has thwarted a potential terrorist attack and arrested multiple people who were allegedly plotting a violent attack over Halloween weekend. Now, the evidence response team is here from the FBI, the Michigan State Police Emergency Support Team also here, but it's unclear their involvement in this investigation. Now, the FBI hasn't released any additional details into when this raid actually happened, when and how specifically they believe the attack was going to go down, where it was going to take place, who specifically was involved in the planning of the attack, and who was being targeted. They've been inside this house all morning. We even saw them escort a woman out of the house not too long ago, maybe about 45 minutes ago or so. Now, we know, Kiara, that today is Halloween and thousands of people across the region will be on the streets trick-or-treating tonight. We're hoping to learn more from the FBI.
Absolutely crazy. You know, I'm not going to stop it too much, but yeah, they could have done a lot of damage. They could have done a lot of damage, especially on Halloween. Trick-or-treaters going around with their parents. You never know where they could have gone. Hopefully we get some more details. We got another video to watch. Hopefully they break down a little bit more about what they found, but it's a crazy situation. I will never understand why people would want to cause so much death and destruction towards people. Some people aren't human, truly aren't human. But they are arrested. They got to go through their trials. They have to go through, especially if they're. God, it's a crazy situation, absolutely crazy. But they're going to be judged by a jury of their peers, and hopefully they will be found guilty. But let's keep going into this.
Additional thing to note that Dearborn police told 7 News Detroit they were not made aware of this FBI conducted operations ahead of time, and they were not involved in any of the investigations. Certainly still a very fluid and active scene. As we get more information, we'll get it to you on air and online. But for now, I'm Ryan Marshall reporting live here in Dearborn near Fordson High School. We'll send it back to you, Kiara.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a very active scene. We can see one of the agents coming out of the home right now. Ryan, we appreciate that report. We have team coverage for you today. We also have 7 News Detroit's Tierra Braddock, who is on the scene of what we're told was another raid in Dearborn. This one was at Middle Point Street, which is near Tyerman Avenue. So, Tierra, tell us what you're seeing there.
Yes, hello, Kiara. Yeah, we're on the scene right now. Now you can see the Michigan State Patrol car right behind me. Now I did see some people with FBI vests going inside that garage right there in that home. Now it looks to be they're focused on the home where that Michigan State Police car is stationed right in front. Now I did speak to a neighbor who said that at around 4:30 in the morning, her husband heard a couple loud bangs, and when they got out, they saw a lot of police presence earlier this morning. And as you can see, they are still out here. Now we're still still trying to piece together exactly what they're doing at this home. We have been seeing some agents come in and out, but not too many. You can see it's just one police car right here. We're going to guess that there's some other vehicles stationed around that might be unmarked, but I have been seeing people with FBI vests walking around along with the troopers. And again, as Ryan said, as we continue to give more information, we'll be making sure to update you all at home, on air, and online. But for now, reporting live in Dearborn, Tierra Braddock, 7 News Detroit.
Yes.
Absolutely crazy. It's a crazy world we live in, y'all, but we got to keep reviewing the world together. Let's finish
So
up.
many people wanting to know exactly what happened here, a thwarted terror attack right here in our state. We appreciate the work for you, Tierra, and also Ryan, trying to get us some more answers. And of course, we're going to be working this story all day.
Absolutely crazy. I feel like we got the gist of this video. Let's go on to the next video. Hopefully we find some more information about what is happening. So let's get over into it.
We are following some breaking news for you today out of Michigan. The FBI says it stopped a potential terrorist attack and arrested multiple suspects. FBI Director Kash Patel confirmed the raid in a tweet this morning and thanked the men and women of the FBI and law enforcement for their work. Here's his tweet on your screen right here. It says, this morning, the FBI thwarted a potential terrorist attack and arrested multiple subjects in Michigan who were allegedly plotting a violent attack over Halloween weekend. More details to come. Thanks to the men and women of the FBI and law enforcement everywhere, standing guard 24/7 and crushing our mission to defend the homeland. Dearborn police also confirmed the FBI had conducted operations in the city this morning, but says there is no threat to the community at this time. They posted this to Facebook. It says, the Dearborn Police Department has been made aware that the FBI conducted operations in the city of Dearborn earlier this morning. We want to assure our residents that there is no threat to the community at this time. All right. We want to also go to our partners at CBS News Detroit for the latest. But again, we're told this happened this morning close to Detroit, Michigan. The FBI Director Kash Patel saying that they were basically able to thwart a potential terrorist attack. More details about that attack still not clear at the moment, but we know one of those suspects should be in court around 1 or 1:30 this morning. That information coming from our team at CBS News Detroit. Let's listen to them right now.
I'm Veronica Ortega in for Rochelle Graham. We're following breaking news as the FBI stops a potential terrorist attack in Metro Detroit. Right now, federal officials are raiding a home in Dearborn in connection with the alleged plot. CBS News Detroit's Gino Vici is live there now with more on the investigation. Gino, what can you tell us?
Well, Veronica, the FBI is still inside this home on Horger Street. This is directly across the street from Fordson High School. They've been going in and out of this home all day. They're currently searching cars in the driveway. Now, CBS has confirmed there were 5 individuals arrested between the ages of 16 and 20, between 3 houses, 2 in Dearborn, 1 in Inkster. Now, sources say it was an ISIS-inspired group that was planning a Halloween attack. According to our sources, the teens had automatic weapons and were surveilled going to gun ranges and even had surveilled Cedar Point in Ohio for a potential attack there. Again, Dearborn Police and Inkster PD have confirmed the FBI raids there. 2 locations in Dearborn, 1 in Inkster. The Dearborn School District also...
So hold on. They just gave us some good information. Let's back it up a tad bit.
Houses, 2 in Dearborn, 1 in Inkster. Now, sources say it was an ISIS-inspired group that was planning a Halloween attack. According to our sources, the teens had automatic weapons and were surveilled going to gun ranges and even had surveilled Cedar Point in Ohio for a potential attack there.
Absolutely crazy. So ISIS-inspired attack. They were going to gun ranges, preparing, getting up their shooting skills, and they surveyed different areas. Absolutely crazy. Let's keep going.
Again, Dearborn Police and Inkster PD have confirmed the FBI raids there. 2 locations in Dearborn, 1 in Inkster. The Dearborn School District also confirmed they were made aware of the situation prior to it happening. Now, FBI Director Kash Patel posted to the social media platform X this statement that reads, quote, this morning, the FBI thwarted a potential terrorist attack and arrested multiple subjects in Michigan who were allegedly plotting a violent attack over Halloween weekend. More details to come. Thanks to the men and women of the FBI and law enforcement everywhere, standing guard 24/7 and crushing our mission to defend the homeland, end quote. Right now, we have learned the suspects could be arraigned this afternoon. But again, right now, the FBI says there is currently no threat to the public. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Gino, for that live report. Continuing our team coverage this afternoon is Jack Springate, who is live outside the federal courthouse in Detroit with more. Jack.
Well, Veronica, the big question we're looking to get answers to right now are the identities of some of the people who were arrested earlier this morning in those FBI raids. And like Gino said, we're expecting some arraignments for one or a couple of these suspects at around 1 o'clock or 1:30. So we'll be bringing those details to y'all online as soon as we learn some of those. But there are a lot of other questions that we've been learning and getting answers to over the last hour even. You heard Gino talk about some of the people involved and exactly what the FBI alleges that they were planning. Now, one of the things that we also learned about why they're saying this was an ISIS-inspired group, what really put this investigation on their radar was after members of the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force uncovered a plot as two teens were online in an ISIS chat room, and that's where they were talking about these plans that Gino was mentioning, and that's what prompted this morning's FBI operation and those raids in Dearborn as well as in Inkster. So hopefully around 1 or 1:30.
They said two teens.
We may be able to get some more information just about, what tipped off police even more. Again, those arraignments expected to happen around 1 or 1:30, but this is really quite an unexpected way to start a Halloween morning, and we spoke to some neighbors just about how they were feeling seeing the FBI's presence in their neighborhood.
This is really, from being such a quiet neighborhood and a very nice neighborhood. There's no animosity in this neighborhood. I am not of Arab background. My husband is. I mean, we all get along fine. This is very new and scary to me.
And this was quite the coordinated effort we're learning this morning, as well as not just, members of the FBI and Michigan State Police were on scene. This involved the FBI hostage rescue team, along with SWAT teams from Cleveland, Chicago, of course, Detroit, Minneapolis, as well as Cincinnati. I'll be bringing you details up to the minute from the courthouse here as we learn more information coming from these arraignments this afternoon. But for now, reporting in downtown Detroit, I'm Jack Springate, CBS News Detroit.
All right, you were just listening to our team there on the ground at CBS News Detroit. But right now, I want to go live to Anna Schechter because she's the senior coordinating producer of our crime and public safety unit. She should know much more about this. Anna, thank you so much for your time. I'm hearing you have new details about this incident. What can you tell us?
Well, sure. This is our justice team, our investigative team, our crime team. We've all been working our sources, and there was an online chat room, two teenagers, but others involved between the ages of 16 and 20. So the two of the arrests were minors. So those were teenagers. Others are being questioned, and it was a member of the Joint Terrorism Task Force that was actually in that chat room that identified this chatter about a potential plot to be carried out this weekend. But it is still unclear if that was really going to materialize or not. But they decided, the FBI decided, that it was worrisome enough that they need to step in this morning. Now,
if you're talking about it, it don't matter if you was really planning to do it or you're just chatting, trying to be, it's over with. You got to go get them. Simple as that. Nah, you can't be just talking like that. Well, and then if something happens and they knew about it, then the public will be upset with them. Absolutely crazy. Let's keep going.
One thing I just learned from a senior law enforcement source is that this is a continuation of a case that was being developed since last May, where an individual was arrested for being connected to ISIS, and that case then led to other investigative lines, which resulted in a human source inside that chat room. That's how the FBI got tipped off to this. So that's how this came together. This is not something that just happened in the last couple of weeks and somebody just happened to be lurking in that chat room. When I say that, I mean the FBI does have agents who work online. Their job is to get into the dark corners of the internet, be it far-right extremism, Islamic extremism, trying to get ahead of potential plots. And so that is what happened here, but they had leads. They were working a case over the last several months, and they knew where to be, and that's how this happened. But it is unclear if this was just chatter and if it was actually going to be a real thing in real life or not, and we are still waiting. We also learned that likely charging documents will not be unsealed today. We're looking more towards tomorrow. So very unusual way this was announced early, and the rollout is highly unusual.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Teens over there chatting on the internet on an ISIS chat room, terrorist chat room, talking about they're going to gun ranges, shooting, got different machine guns. And then, yeah, you got to go get them. You have to. It don't matter if it was really going to amount to anything or not. You found the information. You know where they are. Go get them. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Absolutely wild. Let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know how you feel about that. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a crazy world we live in, but luckily they stopped it. Stopped it, even the potential of it even becoming something real. That is how the police, the FBI, that is how they need to operate. I don't want to see anything. If you know something, go get it. Then after you find out you've done enough investigations, don't wait till after something happens to be like, oh yeah, we knew about this happening, so we warned the public. Nah, I want go get them before they even move out the house. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that whole situation. It's a crazy world we live in. We got to keep reviewing the world together. We have to keep reviewing the world together. That's my saying, y'all. That's my saying. All right, but we got to pivot over into something a little, nothing as bad as terrorism, but let's get over into, we got an abandoned apartment. All right, everybody, remember this is